Every day there are new exciting news around GTA 6, such as the alleged GTA 6 delay, PS5 Pro release related to GTA 6, new teases from the GTA 6 protagonist actor, and today I'll cover all of them, so let's get to the point. Brian Zampella, the actor rumored to be playing one of GTA 6's protagonists, appears to be teasing the game or trolling us on Instagram. I recently talked about his post with a picture of himself wearing a Tommy Vercetti-like Hawaiian shirt with palm trees in the background. The entire thing screamed GTA 6, but it didn't end there. A few days ago, he shared an Instagram story where he's looking out across the ocean at sunset and he's dressed up the same as Jason in GTA 6 leaked development videos. At this point, I do not fully understand whether he is actually an actor playing Jason or whether he is just trolling and trying to get more followers. I have doubts if Rockstar would allow such an action on the part of a person who would actually be involved in the game. But still, there are a few things that indicate Zampella might be one of the main figures in the upcoming game. In 2017, he posted a picture of him with Tim Neff, who was credited in Red Dead Redemption 2 and had GTA 6 on his CV. Same year, he was hanging out with a former Rockstar employee who worked on cinematography. But it's also possible that he's just aware of the rumors and is having some fun by messing with everyone. YouTuber Legacy Killer HD commented on the situation, mentioning that he heard from a source that Zampella isn't actually playing Jason in the game and is just trolling people. Right now, it seems more likely that he's just playing around rather than being involved in the game, at least not as a main protagonist actor. Actually, he may be doing the motion capture work for some other characters in the game. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about his moves lately? Recently, Forbes posted an article titled, "Why is Rockstar being so weird about announcing GTA 6?" written by Paul Tassi. The most interesting parts of the article were explaining it is very obvious why it's taken GTA 6 so long to arrive. Red Dead Redemption 2 being a massive Rockstar project in the interim is one thing, but the larger truth is that GTA 5 made such a stupid amount of money between base game sales and GTA Online microtransaction cash printing that there was no reason to rush out a GTA 6 when the last game was performing so well across 3 console generations. Then article mentions the last year's announcement of the next GTA installment being in works and going further. That brings us to today, over a year later, where Rockstar yet again has announced GTA 6 without announcing GTA 6. In their quarterly earnings report, they made it clear that in the fiscal year 2025, they are expecting an enormous surge in bookings, up to $8 billion, which can quite literally be only a single game, GTA 6, which they are saying, without saying it, that it will be released between April 2024 and March 2025. So why aren't they saying it? Why are they being so coy here? Probably the main reason is they don't need to. GTA 6 could drop tomorrow with zero marketing and it would probably end up being the first or second best-selling game of all time eventually. There is no actual need to build hype for GTA 6 with an announcement or teaser a year and a half ahead of time because it's so much of a sure thing. The investor announcement was no doubt because current Take-Two earnings are not terribly impressive, but they want to show investors there's still plenty of reason to be confident about the company with its big release coming in fiscal 2025. Joining this, they probably have not nailed down a date yet, but unlike some games that say 2024 or 2025 as a specific release year, you can't exactly announce GTA 6 coming in fiscal 2025. The likely answer is holiday 2024, but many games get delayed to the following spring. It's possible they'll want to wait until closer to launch to nail down a date that it will actually hit, rather than being yet another AAA game that misses its original launch date, which is most of them. Next interesting topic. Take-Two Interactive's CEO, Strauss Zelnick, has suggested that a future PS5 Pro console is expected, but he believes it won't have a significant impact on the console landscape. In an interview with Games Industry, Zelnick mentioned the likelihood of a PS5 Pro being released within the current console generation, but he emphasized that it wouldn't greatly affect their business. These statements are intriguing for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Take-Two Interactive is an important partner to Sony, implying a level of communication between the two regarding internal developments. Secondly, Zelnick's assertion that the PS5 Pro would likely have a similar impact as the mid-gen refresh between the PS4 and PS4 Pro suggests it won't be a major console shift. While these quotes don't explicitly confirm the existence of a PS5 Pro, the strong likelihood mentioned by an industry heavyweight like Zelnick indicates there's a valid reason behind it. He just may not want to reveal too much, but there's a theory that Rockstar Games might be waiting for the release of a potential PS5 Pro before unveiling GTA 6. The reasoning behind this is that the current PS5 hardware might not be sufficient to fully harness the potential of the game. Given the ambitious nature of GTA 6 and Rockstar's commitment to pushing boundaries, it's very possible that they are holding back to ensure the game reaches its optimal performance and graphical capabilities, and players can fully experience the game in all its glory without any compromises. Of course, it doesn't mean GTA 6 won't be released on PS5 and current version of Xbox Series, but the PS5 Pro and refreshed Xbox consoles could have unlocked some more graphical features, like path tracing or higher resolution textures. There was an interesting discussion about GTA 6 release date and its delay on GTA forums between Tez2, Rockstar Games insider and data miner, and Spider Vice, the forum's administrator. Tez2 said, "Speaking of delays, especially in relation to the fiscal 2025 window, there are recent policy changes within the industry that may contribute to a delay. Changes to WFH policy and returning to office with a hybrid policy enforcing mandatory 3 in-office days, which has risk of losing talent or is already bleeding staff. You have the CEO stating the following, and that many senior members share his view, but the devs in disapproval state that the decision is made by 1 to 3 executives managers refusing feedback." And here's a part of IGN article that Tez2 refers to. Take-Two CEO, consumers demand quality. Speaking with IGN, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick attributed the delays to consumer demand for excellence among other factors. "The best possible way to look at it is that we're all seeking quality, and consumers are demanding quality, and sometimes that can take longer than expected," Zelnick said. "And another way to look at it is that we're having some productivity challenges. I think people here would say it's not all about productivity, it's about seeking excellence. I think the truth is probably somewhere in the middle." Asked to clarify productivity challenges, Zelnick pointed to the company's hybrid work policy, which encourages workers to be in the office 3 times per week, but sees many work remotely. "My own personal view is we probably do our best work when we're together in person," Zelnick said. In terms of changing the policy, Zelnick said he would listen to and trust his colleagues, but that many senior members of the company share his view. "Hybrid work is an ongoing discussion in the games industry, as it is in many other industries. The decision to return to the office full-time at Activision Blizzard, Nintendo, and other companies has spurred backlash from workers, some of whom point to the impact on raising children among other issues. There's word that one Rockstar studio is considering eventually returning to pre-pandemic full-time office schedule as we arrive much closer to 6's release window. I had a sense of doubt, but seeing the CEO stating the above increases that possibility. The risk of losing talent contributes to a higher chance of a delay." Spider Vice, GTA Forums administrator, replied to his message saying, "This is all massive speculation in regards to GTA 6 and Rockstar, however, and it fully depends on the current state of the game. Developers leaving studios earlier in a title's development is much worse than them leaving in mid-later development. RTO policies or not, a lot of developers across the industry working on very large projects often leave after big milestones or releases anyway, to get some fresh air in different parts of the industry. And this doesn't always affect projects, if at all. Depends on where in the project these departures happen and why." It's true that a lot of devs are protesting such policies in the industry and looking for different studios, which allow remote or actual hybrid, and I support that. It's the future, and RTO policies are backwards thinking. But saying that this can affect GTA 6 in a big way or whatever just sounds like a big fat can of fear-mongering at this moment. Strauss comes in with a big forecast for fiscal 2025, most likely because some sort of development milestone was hit, and they can be more confident about dates. Meanwhile, you post that which kinda is the antithesis of that. They'd probably be worried and not be doing forecasts so far out if talent bleed was a huge concern for the project at the moment. It may happen closer to release, meaning less of a problem for the game, sure, but we can't say anything for sure, and doing this kind of speculation is adding fuel to a fear-mongering fire that doesn't need to exist. Not all people know how game development works, and reading things like this can cause panic where there doesn't need to be any. There might be delays. Yeah, I mean, not like we haven't had delays with every Rockstar game, but I think it's too early to be speculating such things in this perspective. Tez2 replied to that, saying, "I'm referencing the delay that we always expect with Rockstar's major titles. It's not a big delay, or one that affects 6 in a big way, but the one that pushes the release window 3 or 6 months forward for some extra time. There are many factors, as you stated in previous pages, that could result in small window delays. Risk of losing talent could be a factor. After all, Rockstar aims to combat crunch, and we've seen discussions of how it occurs within the mid-later development, devs having to fill up holes of devs leaving. there are limited options to consider to avoid that. But so far when that occurs, a delay is considered. The same happened back in 2012. I actually do hope for the opposite to happen and that we could see a holiday 2024 release window. So, even though we know so little about the GTA 6 release date, and we actually only have a date range deduced from the recent Take-Two financial call, people are already talking about GTA 6 delay. I believe in Rockstar, and I really hope that there will be no delay this time. So there's been a lot going on over the last few days regarding GTA 6. I hope you enjoyed my today's video. Thanks for staying till the end of this video. I hope you're subscribing to my channel already. If not, make sure to hit that subscribe button to be updated about my next uploads. As always, huge thanks to my patrons for supporting my work. Have a great day everyone and see you in the next one.